Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Oscar. He's now a Grease Monkey Mobile Mechanic. Today we're working on a 1999 Ford F150 5.4 liter Triton engine. We got an oil leak. Oil filter housing is leaking. I'm a mobile mechanic out here in California. This happens to be my brother's truck. So today we're gonna just kind of give you a little rundown. There's not really that much good information on YouTube, so I decided to help people out. And this is gonna be way better than what you guys got going on. So this is the oil filter housing. I got the driver's front wheel removed. Vehicle's jacked up on jack stand, safety first. And this guy right here is leaking. After I pressure washed it, ran it, you can see that it was just dripping oil right there. So that guy, typically on some models, you'll have the oil filter living right here. On this model, it's the rear mounted block style. So there's a crossover tube that goes behind the motor mount, down over here, and you'll see that the oil filter lives in that area. You can kind of see it right there. Now, what makes this a little difficult again is that the motor mount is in the way of this tube. So it's actually not too bad. So I'll kind of break it down real quick. So you got 4 bolts that hold it up. You got one there. There's one up here on the other side, one right here, and then there's one right below it. Disconnect that sensor, and then get a jack underneath the vehicle. And while you're doing this, make sure that you drain the coolant. There's a petcock on the passenger side of the radiator. Drain that. Drain your oil with a suitable catch container. And then I got a jack with a block 2x4, and I'm jacking it right at the transmission bell housing. I just applied a little bit of pressure. There's a 15mm through bolt that goes and locks the mount to the engine. Pull that out. And then there's going to be 3 13mm bolts, one there, and on the opposite side there's one there, and then right below, it's kind of hard to see, but there is a stud sticking out right there. That's a 15mm. Once you pop that out, jack up the engine a little bit, and then you should have enough room to wiggle out the adapter housing gasket right through the top, and it should slide right out. So you should be able to move this back, and you slide out that gasket. Here's the gasket that we pulled out. You can see that it's starting to break here, and the seals, this is for the oil here, and this is where it started to fail. So this is why we're going to be replacing it. Now, what makes this, the only thing that sucks about this is that it is a bit difficult to clean because there's a lot of dirt and grime up here, and unless you want to completely remove this tube, you know, it's going to be pretty difficult to clean that area up. You know, you're going to have to jack up remove the other motor mount, jack the engine up, pull these mounts out, swap them out, pull it. I mean, it's just a pain in the ass. I'm going to use a small little brush with some brake cleaner to improvise. This is what I'm going to be using. And then I'll probably get a rag with like a plastic, I don't know, spreader or something, and just jam it in there and clean the area up. And then bolt everything back up, call it a day. When you bolt everything back up, don't tighten one first, you know, put them all in first loosely, and then once everything's kind of lined up, then you start zapping everything down in the reverse of order. I would save the 15mm bolt for last, just to make sure everything lines up. Hopefully you guys can get a little bit of knowledge as to what we're going to be doing here, how it's going to be done. Again, it can be a little difficult if you don't know what you're doing. Hopefully this video helps. If you have any questions, let me know. Now this is the home toolbox here. Again, I'm a mobile mechanic. I work out of this truck, big box truck here. I got compressors, generators, big snap-on toolbox in there. Over here on the left side, got my cabinet with my specialty tools and the AC machines in the garage right now. And this is a secondary box that I bought here. I was able to get the box for around 400 bucks. I got this Craftsman set here for about $170. Came with some wrenches. And I just bought the screwdrivers and the other stuff from Harbor Freight. So pretty cool little box, kind of convenient. So I've been blessed to be able to do this a long time, and again, I hope that this can bless somebody, because it's tough. You know, it's tough lately in America. You know, everything's expensive. The dollar, the devaluation of the dollar is losing its value every single day, and you know, we got to be able to make ends meet where we can, you know, and sometimes we can't afford to pay mechanics to do this work. I'm fortunate enough to where I've developed a lot of integrity and character, the things that you cannot measure with dollars, and I've been blessed with the ability to make good income and make good money. So I hope that for those that are willing to take it on themselves, they can use this opportunity to learn and not to be intimidated by it. Seriously, the tools that you need. I mean, I'm blessed that I got a little 3/8 electric ratchet. You're gonna need a long extension. I have a swivel mounted snap-on. That's a 10 millimeter. I have a set really, but again, you're gonna need the 10 millimeter, 13, and the 15, and you probably need a good little extension here, some jacks, but a pretty straightforward job. Because my wife won't touch me if my hands are dirty. Come on, somebody. Hygiene too. So thanks for checking out, man. Like the video, subscribe it, share it. Thanks.